Bill Henshaw here again for the Constitutional Crisis Channel, one of the biggest quote-unquote troublemakers you're ever going to see. And this is another one that relates very much to traffic court, but it's also good, I believe, in many areas involving the quote-unquote criminal justice system. That said, by the way, you have followed my earlier videos and have looked at my traffic ones particularly. I just want to let you know that as soon as I can get them done, I am going to have a packet of documents available for use in the traffic court. More information about that later. And you can send me an email at ccasfari@live.com. I'll give you information about that. And you use these documents and raise these issues like what I did in South Carolina and in the last year when I've gone 4-0 against the DMV bastards out here without even any fight. These are the kind of things we should be doing. But I reviewed a case, and I do this occasionally, and I said, my goodness, when I realized how good it is, it's called Reno versus Condon, C-O-N-D-O-N, 528 U.S. 141. And it's a unanimous opinion, embarrassingly for me personally, written by then Chief Justice William Rehnquist, who I like quite a bit, but he should have known better than to do this. And maybe this is why he wrote the opinion, in order to make it not too expensive. But this was a case brought by, wouldn't you know, the Attorney General of South Carolina, the very place I've been in jail this past year. And they were arguing that Congress had passed an unconstitutional law relative to them being able to give out, quote-unquote, private information on drivers, including their driver's license number and address, age, social insecurity number, and things like this. And the court overturned the win that they got in the Circuit Court of Appeals on this issue. They reversed it, and they said that this was a proper exercise of the powers of Congress pursuant to interstate commerce, since all of these articles that I mentioned, I mean, think about this: name, address, phone number, social insecurity number, are articles of commerce and thus subject to the Commerce Clause powers. Whoa, if you understand what that really means, and I've seen some other gurus talk about this case, but they don't have the same take on it that I do. Because plainly, if that's interstate commerce, then I don't think you can separate any of it out. It's either interstate commerce or it isn't. If it is, then you read Article 3, Section 2 of the Constitution of the United States, unrepealed, unamended, and Section 9 of the Judiciary Act of 1789, 1 Statute at Large 73. You find out that a state court is flatly prohibited from exercising admiralty jurisdiction. That's a hell of an argument to make, and that's one of the things that will be in my packet for traffic court. You can damn well be sure of that. Is what are you people doing here? What it means is if they're exercising that jurisdiction, they're not a state court. They can't be. What they are is a federal territorial legislative tribunal, yet Congress has no authority to unadmit states admitted into this union. Article 4, Section 3. They don't even want to come close to raising an issue like that, because if they don't have jurisdiction, now their creatures are going to end up in the clink. And it won't take a whole lot of them when we get there in order to start making changes. These are the type issues we need to be raising in their quote-unquote traffic courts. You know, not Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment BS, counsel, search and seizure, Miranda. No. They don't work because the Bill of Rights does not apply to the states. And I've got the case. It's called Barron, B-A-R-R-O-N versus Baltimore, 7 Peters 243, which I think is 32 U.S. 243. And this was held by Chief Justice John Marshall, that infallible icon of Cambridge and New Haven. The guy was never wrong, was he? And he said it. The case has never been reversed. It's almost 200 years old. So to what type of entity, you know, is the Bill of Rights being applied? It sure as hell isn't a state. Do they really want to go there? You know the answer. It's really simple and straightforward. It took me much longer to assimilate all this than it should have, but I'm going to do it for you in virtually no time. More about all this later. Thank you.